Wayanad MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's choice of handbags has turned into a talking point both inside and outside Parliament. A day after she carried a Palestine-themed bag, Priyanka was talked about. Then she returned on Tuesday with another bag, boldly printed with the message "Stand with Hindus and Christians in Bangladesh." The Congress leaders were quick to respond to it. And Priyanka Gandhi has adopted a fashionable form of protest, using printed handbags to deliver sharp political statements. Her Palestine bag on Monday triggered a strong criticism from BJP, but Priyanka hit back, asserting, "I will wear what I want to." But the larger issue is that Priyanka, without saying anything, has been able to dominate social media. And she has been able to connect to the constituencies which she thinks that the Congress must get back to. And this is important because when we say Palestine, Gandhis in 50s, 60s, 70s were predisposed towards Arab nationalism. And it is for this reason that when a non-Gandhi was a prime minister, it was then India-Israel diplomatic relationship could be formalized. And internally this has been the bone of contention. And then Priyanka again changes the gear, and then she says, "Protect minorities in Bangladesh." On this, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath took a dig at Priyanka for carrying the Palestine bag, further adding fuel to the controversy. Let's listen into first Yogi Adityanath.
कल कांग्रेस के एक नेत्री संसद में फिलिस्तीन का बैग लेकर घूम रही थी और हम यूपी के नौजवानों को इजराइल भेज रहे हैं। वहां पर यूपी के अब तक लगभग 5,600 से अधिक नौजवान इजराइल गए हैं निर्माण कार्य करने के लिए, और हर नौजवान रहने का फ्री, खाने का फ्री और 1.5 लाख रुपए उसको वहां पे अतिरिक्त तो मिल रहे हैं और पूरी सुरक्षा की गारंटी भी है।
But Priyanka also did not remain silent. She also got back, but on a different issue.
बांग्लादेश में आज अत्याचार हो रहा है हिंदुओं के खिलाफ, ईसाइयों के खिलाफ, अल्पसंख्यकों के खिलाफ। मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाह रही थी कि हमारी सरकार आवाज उठाए, बांग्लादेश की सरकार से बात करे और उनको सुरक्षित रखने का काम करे।
Now let me straight away go to my guest. I know Savio Rodriguez is with me from the first debate. Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist, joins me. Madam, my question to you is, I know this is a sartorial style, but no one expected that 2 days, 2 different bags, it will make such a strong statement. I mean, there has to be something more to it for people to connect with it.
Actually, I think there's something very wrong in thinking like that. The reaction is coming from the other side. Amit Malviya has been screaming a lot on social media. So have the BJP in Parliament. Basically, the noise is being created against Priyanka carrying a pro-Palestine bag, against Priyanka carrying a pro-Bangladeshi Hindu bag. And that is a statement which is very confusing, actually, because here is a country that is on record about the Palestine crisis. The Prime Minister, Jaishankar, all of them are on record. On the Bangladesh crisis, we sent our Foreign Secretary, who also talked about the Hindu Khatre mein hai in Bangladesh. So why is it that the Yogi Adityanath goes out of his way to talk about the 900 youth that he has sent to Israel, forgetting that there were many, many thousands of youth who were sent and Israel sent them back because they were not skilled enough. They were sent as skilled labor and they had to come back because they were not skilled enough. So what is this Israel versus Palestine war that we are fighting in the domestic space over a bag? Have we gone completely bonkers politically? Have politicians gone bonkers? This is India's foreign policy. And this is how we react.
Savio, I have a different take on this. It's not something new. Pilu Modi, way back in 50s, wore a badge because Indira Gandhi was in a habit of saying that, CIA is against me. So, he went to parliament saying that, I'm a CIA agent. Very recently, Pappu Yadav also wore a shirt. He was also making a political point, but that's a different thing, got pulled up by the chair. So the bags and the shirt, they have not been old. My question to you is, why has Priyanka got so much of traction? It's a very simple question. Why is she getting so much of traction? Savio.
Well, obviously the two reasons why she's getting the tractions are that both the situations, the one between the Israel and Palestine war and the current situation in Bangladesh, where the minorities, in particular the Hindus and the Christians, are being targeted, are social issues, are humanitarian-based issues, and therefore you're going to have reactions from whether they support Priyanka or not. But the real problem which I personally have a problem with the Palestine bag, because what we are ignoring, and this is what some of the politicians have been doing, they are ignoring the crisis that's happening in Israel and Palestine. The Israel-Palestine crisis, or the conflict or the war, whatever you want to term it, originated over a dastardly act on October 7th, where you saw 1,200 innocent Israeli civilians massacred. And I have been to Israel recently. I have met with victims over there, and I've seen the horror for myself on those webcam videos which were not made public. When you are supporting Palestine, and rightfully you should support humanitarian causes, the point is that the Palestinians themselves in those videos, outside the Hamas terrorists, few of them were also rejoicing and jubilant on the attack on innocent Israeli civilians. So the hypocrisy of what Priyanka Gandhi is really doing is, on one side, you've got her coming out rightfully and supporting is, fighting against Islamic radicalism that's happening in Bangladesh, where innocent Hindus and Christians are being targeted because of the change in government. In Palestine, it's not the same cause.
Savio, there is no denying the fact that what Hamas did changed the landscape of West Asia. There is no denying the fact. But there is also no denying the fact that the Israelis have killed more than 45,000 innocent people in the Gaza Strip alone. It's unlivable. And let me tell you, I have been to Israel twice. From Golan Heights to Jerusalem. I have done that bit as a working reporter. But Shikha, just to close this, I know this is a very short conversation. I don't know, when I saw those back, I also felt that she's doing some sort of an unapologetic politics. To keep that Palestine bag, I'm sure she knew that there would be a reaction from Bharatiya Janata Party. I'm sure. No one is a fool. So this sort of a trait in Priyanka of doing unapologetic politics is what caught my eye, madam.
Well, I think it's brilliant. What is the opposition there for? The opposition is there to rile the Treasury benches on issues that it thinks are important. And I think that that if the BJP is silly enough to react to a bag, then frankly the BJP needs to do a rethink on how it is behaving. Especially Yogi Adityanath in the UP Assembly. What is this about sending Hindus to Israel?
Well, I think that will call for a sort of a separate conversation. It's very contested. All the debates you hold on Israel just boils down to who has suffered the most. But well, I will not get into it, because I feel at the end of it, in my show, I would say what Priyanka has done when we talk about her bags is just pure unapologetic politics. I know she has been pulled up by opposition on it, but I think this will continue, because she knows in politics what is important is that you need to be noticed. You can't be irrelevant. And I think that's where Priyanka is going. So that's all on point tonight. Thank you all of you for watching the show. Do tune in at the same time tomorrow.